Welcome to 5 Minute Paranormal. Today we're going to be talking about, is Bigfoot real? We've got some super cool footage from the Patterson footage and some of the up and coming, more like Discovery Channel guys, and we're going to kind of take a look and have a discussion.
Yeah, the Todd Standing from British Columbia, Canada. He did some work with, what's his name? Les Stroud. And then there's, the Discovery Channel, Bigfoot hunter guys.
Ones that are all knocking on the trees and hooting and hollering.
Yeah. So, what do you think? Is there a big hairy man running around all willy-nilly with his wiener out?
Absolutely, I see him daily. No. But all joking aside, I do believe that there is a Bigfoot. I don't believe this is footage of him. And I have a hard time with the lunatics and the knocking on the trees. Because Bigfoot is smarter than that. If he doesn't want to be found, he's not going to respond to you knocking on the trees.
The reason why we use this footage actually is because it's the unedited version. Most people just see the short clip of Bigfoot at the very end, but there's more happening in this than a person actually knew. They were actually supposed to be trying to film like a little cowboy thing, but there's a lot of weird things. This guy, before he went out into the wild, he said he was going to capture Bigfoot, and then lo and behold, there's a dude in a monkey suit running around out in the wild
who moves like a man. And I think that's really what convinces me that it's not Bigfoot. Bigfoot, yes, is a primate, but would move more apish than than the way men would move. And this to me looks like a man in a suit.
It doesn't look animal-like.
No.
Right? Animals have this kind of like, especially something that'd be that big, it'd be more cumbersome.
And notoriously skittish.
Yeah.
There's a lot of noise going on for this guy to just, I'm just going to go for a convenient little walk across the creek to go grab a beer.
Yeah. The Kokanee Sasquatch.
Exactly.
Maybe this is the legitimate Kokanee Sasquatch. If you're not Canadian, that's one of our biggest beers up here in Canada.
Yeah.
It's Kokanee. So for me, I actually believe that there is something. Not only have scientists found stuff like the Gigantopithecus skull in China, which proves, without a doubt, that there was something this big running around, a big giant ape. But my dad, who is a huge skeptic and not somebody who would really talk too much about this,
he wasn't one to make up stories.
Yeah, he had his own little encounter with about 5 other people who back up his story. So I guess they're skidooing off in British Columbia, Canada, in some really deep snow. They came up to a lake and they watched this thing walk from the banks of the mountain all the way down through 4 feet of snow up to the water, sit there, get some water, turn around and walk back. They're 16 at the time, so this was 60s, 70s, something like that. And
before cell phones.
Before cell phones.
Video.
Yeah. Before you could record things super easy, and they didn't have a lot of money. Their buddy just had a couple skidoos, and they're ripping around in the backwoods. And he swore on his deathbed. He's like, I seen this thing. He's like, it wasn't a damn black bear. So, unlike this thing that looks like a human in a suit.
Going for a stroll.
My dad said, yeah, he didn't believe in this footage either. He always thought it looked a little weird. Kind of looked like a really cheap monkey suit.
He just doesn't move in the way an animal should move. The movement is what gets me. If it was a still photo and they're like, oh, look at this thing, it might be more believable. But when you see him strolling along, he doesn't move in the way an animal would.
It's not trying to take cover at all either.
Yeah,
which kind of is just moving along, right? Which is strange.
With strange scents, right? They've got amazing, most animals have amazing smells, right? So he knew if he was an animal, people were there.
And if you're the greatest hide and seek champion in all the world, you'd think you'd have a good way to find out where humans are, how to get away from them. Like deer, when you try to hunt deer, good luck.
Yeah.
They know, they smell you from miles away.
So this is our
Todd Standing from British Columbia, Canada.
Man, this footage sure reminds me of that who's that Survivor guy that always drank his own pee?
Oh, Bear Grylls?
Yeah. His footage here reminds me of Bear Grylls, and I always thought Bear Grylls was a load of crap, so.
Now, this guy has some really questionable Bigfoot stuff online. A lot of his pictures are taken there, like all most paranormal stuff, it seems to be obscured, but his seem like he's purposely baiting people. This guy was actually looking for people to invest in his company. Millions of dollars he wanted. And people are starting to invest in him. And the reason why I want to put this on here, or we talked about putting it on here, is because avoid charlatans. If it looks too good to be true, most of the time it is.
See, I wonder sometimes too,
That looks like a dude in a monkey suit.
Yeah.
And a black bear running away.
My question to you is if someone actually legitimately took a picture of Bigfoot and brought it to you, would you believe it either way? Because I look at it now, and anything that looks super real, everyone's like, oh, it must be CG. So it's so hard to authenticate anything now.
It is hard to authenticate. I think we need actual scientists.
No,
not these guys, charlatans trying to just pull in money from people, trusting people.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to, if we're going to put our money somewhere, pay legitimate people who are actually going to do proper research.
Well, and that's the thing.
Not some dude who's
running around with a camera.
Yeah, who starts his own YouTube channel and starts talking about paranormal shit. You don't trust those guys.
Yeah, just because they say they talk about paranormal stuff doesn't mean they know anything.
Yeah, they're usually full of shit.
Yeah, we just make it up as we go.
So, and yeah, these are the Bigfoot hunters at the end. We talked about them. If you believe in them, cool. But they knock on trees, they scream like little wild men, and I just can't believe in this crap. But if you're into Bigfoot, check these guys out. They're on
And
Discovery.
tell us in the comments, what do you think?
Do you believe them? Huh? Do you believe in these guys? It's questionable. So please like and subscribe.
See you next week.
Yay, bye. And our dog's knocking on the door now. So
Yeah,
that's
like
kinda
Bigfoot, only dog form.
cool. Yeah, buddy.